Y'all, I can't believe I can hold my breath for 90 whole minutes. In A Quiet Place, the world has been taken over by these mysterious monsters that prey on sound, and we follow a family who now has to live their entire lives in silence because if these monsters hear them, they'll kill them. Now, I was so looking forward to A Quiet Place. It just looked absolutely scary, and the reviews coming out of South by Southwest and all my favorite horror friends who had already seen it were loving it. So I was going in with extreme expectations, ladies and gentlemen, and I can't believe this movie lived up to the hype and more. A Quiet Place might honestly be the most terrifying PG-13 horror film I've seen in recent memories. And I know a rating does not indicate quality for horror, and I think that this movie is a great sort of example of that. Everyone needs to see this movie. I do think, though, you should not get any concessions if you're going to see this movie. This is a very quiet film, plays with silence and plays with sound design brilliantly. I mean, the sound mixing and sound design is truly award-winning. This movie scared me so bad. From its brilliant opening sequence that drops you off into the world, it's day 89, we see chaos has struck the world, people have adapted, they're trying to live the best that they can in this world, and we are following this family, and I loved how this movie presents the rules of how this universe works now, and it's so well done. I mean, the opening sequence is just brilliant. Honestly, the way that this movie is paced is fantastic. Sequence after sequence after sequence flows so genuinely, and it almost feels like a domino effect in the sense like the way the characters interact and grieve and move on from situation to situation is all sort of dominoing after the thing that previously happened, and it's so fantastic. I think the performances are stellar, particularly Emily Blunt and John Krasinski. They're absolutely amazing, and they are a power duo. They are so great together. The VFX, oh my god, it's incredible. The way that these monsters look, the way that they sound, the way everything about it is so real, and it feels like it fits for this universe, and they're so terrifying. And how they work and maneuver is just creepy, and it feels like a product of its own. And I'm telling you guys, this movie freaked me out. I was so scared while watching it. It was the kind of movie where, honestly, I was sucking my thumb and in the fetal position. I was so scared. This was just everything I want in a fun mainstream horror film. And I love that this comes from John Krasinski. I love this movie. Honestly, watching this movie was like being handed a pack of cigarettes and being told to chain smoke them. And then when you're done, run for your life. I mean, it was just insane how fast this movie was. And like how fast paced and how brilliant the character work was in this film. Like, I love these characters. And when I wasn't crying in fear, I was crying for how involved I was in these characters' story and their arcs and how much of a family they interacted as. Quiet Place is nasty, it's exhausting, it's brutal, it's relentless, it gives you great characters, the world building is brilliantly done, the direction by John Krasinski is fantastic, including his acting in this film. I demand you to go see this movie in the theaters, see it with the crowd, hold your breath as long as you can, and just prepare to be utterly terrified. As the score goes, I'm going to give A Quiet Place a 5 out of 5. All aboard the hype trains, ladies and gentlemen. Choo-choo, I loved this film, and you have to let me know in the comment section below how much you loved A Quiet Place. This movie seriously freaked me out. And until next time, you guys, I'm a Slashy Movie Viewer, and you guys have just been slashed.